What up, motherfuckers? Yeah, it's me. I'm here with another comedy episode. This is Philip the Pressure Collins, and this is Auto Critics, as you know. And, before we get into it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Sorry if I burped during this at all. I had some lasagna with some jalapenos. That's not what the story is about, but I'm just saying, I'm a fat motherfucker, and I love my fucking food. With that being said, let's move on. So, I'm going to be telling you a story that happened recently to me within the last couple weeks. Maybe this is the reason why I haven't really been recording, because I didn't know how I wanted to approach this. I know how I feel about it, but I didn't know how I wanted to approach it. Now, this first video is about keyboard warriors. And I looked at the definition, and yes, I kind of understand where it's coming from, but I have a different idea of what I think keyboard warriors are. Keyboard warriors, on the definition, was people who post things but are more timid in real life. To me, a keyboard warrior is someone who posts some shit and think that because they posted it, the world's going to change almost immediately. And if you know about anything immediately, only thing that comes immediately is bad things. You never hear like a good story of something happening immediately to you. Maybe if you had a kid and all that. But let's say like a girl tells you that she's pregnant. One of your first thoughts, unless you're planning it, was like, oh shit, I got a baby coming. But then it grows on you. Now, keyboard warriors, to me, like I said, they post some shit and think that that's going to change the world. Instead of going to fight the situation head on. So, there's this, how do I say it, bitch that I know named Michelle. And she's always posted about, oh, I think everybody's beautiful. You gotta treat everybody right. Everybody's beautiful. And let me tell you, I have no fucking problem with that. The problem I have is people who's hypocrites. She posted a picture of Jeffree Star. Yes, if you read the caption below, it says what the post is really about him being a terrible person. But she pretty much says, like, this guy's ugly and all that. And that's what I had a problem with. I'm like, well, that's kind of hypocritical of you to say, saying that everybody's beautiful, and then all of a sudden you're saying that this motherfucker's ugly. And I'm not denying that he's ugly. Because Jeffree Star is not a good-looking guy. Not saying I think I'm a beautiful guy, but I feel like I got a little bit more looks. He just has a little bit more money. And guess what? Money makes the world go around, not beautiful people. Not like you guys, everybody who's watching this, you guys are beautiful motherfuckers. Thank you for tuning in, not to kiss some ass, but, Anyways. So, I said that, and I told her, I feel like you should be posting this on his page, kind of calling him out. And she goes, well, what can a little old me person do? People has brought this to his attention, and, it doesn't change anything. So I said, how's the little old you, like, why are you posting this then, if you think little old you? And then she said, well, maybe get one person who feels the same way, then you get another person. And I'm thinking in my head, like, are you fucking listening to what you're posting? You're saying little old me can't change anything. And then you're saying that, oh, well, one person and one person and one person. Like, don't get me wrong, that does add up. But if you're thinking you're one little person, then I feel like you don't think that things can change for you. Or change the situation. Because if it's either little you, or you believe that one by one, you guys should take things down. And if that's the case, good for you. But that's another hypocritical thing to say. If it's little you, what? Because you think that, oh, well, if I post on this page, pretty much what happened to me. It's pretty much what she's afraid that's going to happen to her. I ended up telling her that she's a hypocrite. Guess what happens? All her keyboard warrior friends starts attacking me because I call her a hypocrite. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not the best person in the world, but at least I don't need backup when I have a fight. So, all of a sudden, like, all these people are saying, like, oh, you're just a fat loser, you're just a piece of shit, and all this. Literally, I got like 200 messages of people saying that they're going to kick my ass anywhere, anytime, yada, 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 bullshitters talking bullshit. So, what really set it off was her boyfriend was like, don't fall in love with her because she's talking to you, because you fall in love with every girl that talks to you. First of all, they're talking about somebody who used to be. You can talk. I'm not even saying a handful, more than a handful of girls that I talk to on a regular basis, and guess what? I'm not in love with them. I care for them a lot, and I can name some people. Amber, which you heard me talk about before, she was like a sister to me. Kind of a mean asshole sister, but she's still a sister to me. And I'm not saying like a mean asshole in that, like, things that I'm telling these people is things that Amber kind of tells me, like, hey, that was kind of fucked up, and so I get it, why you get pissed off what Michelle got pissed off of what I said to her, because sometimes you just don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth about yourself, and I get that. But Amber has been there for me through some thick and thin, and I will talk about this later on in the video, because I do feel like it's fucked up, especially what was said to me. Kaylee, she is like a little cousin and all that, who, she lives far away, but we talk, and, she, sadly, her mom just passed away, and, all of the friends kind of like reached out to her and let her know that, hey, if you need somebody to talk to, just reach out. I know you're busy, but, if you ever feel down. Me and Kaylee, we've been friends for going on 2 years now. And, guess what? I'm not in love with her. I love her, but I'm not in love with her. There's a big difference. And then recently, I have a group of friends, female friends. Courtney, Courtney, who I have a Courtney in real life, and then Courtney on PlayStation. Both of those girls, love them, not in love with them, especially because one of them is pregnant. Not saying that anything's wrong with a pregnant woman. Then I got Mandy, I got Jess, like all these people that I talk to on at least a couple times a week. Guess what? Love them, not in love with them. So the whole point of what he said, he knows to own me. And that's pretty much what this whole thing started getting down to. Keyboard warrior, or started off with keyboard warriors, then it became a personal attack. So you know what? I decided, they're going to talk some fucked up shit to me. I'm going to talk some fucked up shit back, because not that I'm a troll, but I'm going to be very trollish on this post now. So I told him, hey Daniel, don't worry, I don't want her. I know where she's been. And Michelle goes like, oh, she's such a fucking whore. Tell me who I've been. First of all, I didn't say she was a whore. I just know who she's been with. Or no, like she was dating this guy who lived about couple hours away. Long distance relationships, no matter how far away or how close they are, never fucking last. Well, because she was a drinker and a fiend. If you get that, she would cheat on him. But she didn't want to break up with him because she wanted somebody at the end of the day to be like, maybe I love you, instead of baby I just want to fuck you. That's the kind of girl she is, unfortunately. Don't get me wrong, there was a time when I just got to know her. I'm like, hey, that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, I was a different person. And then all of a sudden, all these people started attacking me even more. They're like, you look like such a fucking loner. You know, you should just go kill yourself. You're just a junky piece of shit. And I waited to this long to say this in the video because some people ain't gonna make it this long in the video. I talked about how last year was a fucked up year for me. I just say why. Well, there was a moment in time, and I'm gonna admit it right now. I was doing heroin. Not happy about it. Not proud of it. I'm not saying that in like, oh my god, look, you know. But I literally hit the rock bottom because of somebody who fucked with him mentally and said some fucked up shit. And the only thing I could think about was an escape was this. I don't recommend it for everybody because I'm surprised that I made it through it. But that's because I start making this channel. So when I literally say you guys saved me, I'm not saying that because, oh, I just want you guys to feel good. You guys literally saved me. If it was for this, the way it makes me feel and all that, I don't know where I would be right now. I don't know if I would have lost my job or anything. Now, I'm clean and sober, going on almost a year. But they started throwing that shit out there. They're like, you're just a heroin junkie piece of shit. You should just go overdose, go take a needle. First of all, I might have wanted to get fucked up, but I didn't want to catch a disease with it. So I'd never inject it. Well, they're also saying, oh, you got no friends. Let me tell you, I can name a whole bunch of friends. Sean, Hunter, now that I'm thinking about all those people that I already said before, those are categorized as my friends too. So I got a lot of people who has my back. Plus my co-workers, who some of them are more closer to friends than they are co-workers. And then they were like, oh, I'll kick your ass anywhere, anytime. I didn't make this challenge out. I said, meet me behind Coles at this spot. Guess what they said? No, you meet me at my place. Now, I might have done drugs. But guess what? I'm not a dummy. I'm not going to go to somebody's house where I don't even know. I don't even know if they gave me the right address. You know what I mean? They could be saying that this is the place that they live. But it's like, what happened to anywhere, anytime, man? You're the one that called me out. And now you can't come and face the challenge? So I kept on like, are you coming out? Like, come on. I'm not coming to you to get, like, let's say I do get my ass kicked. Nothing I think I would get my ass kicked by this guy. He thinks he's hot shit. Not saying I don't think I'm hot shit, but this guy looks more like a pushover than I do. So he kept on talking shit, saying like, oh, well, I'm going to show you what a real woman is. I was like, what, you going to wear a dress? And he was like, I'll get it from your mom. And I was like, oh, you don't know what my mom looks like. I feel bad for you. And so all this stuff about how these people were saying, like, I need to kill myself, it escalated farther than I thought I was going to. All because I called their leader a hypocrite. See how these people, why I don't believe in 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is a good thing? That's pretty much the moral of the story. Yes, you can get some shit done, but when you got people like this who think that they're going to change the world by talking shit to people, and all I said was a hypocrite, and then they started attacking me. Yes, I said some fucked up shit, but at the end of it, I'm like, are you going to show up or not? They were like, come on, come at me, and then, maybe you show up with the, like, it's a fight, not a gunfight. So, my whole thing was she couldn't fight by her own. She had to go and tell somebody, and they had to get her friends involved in this fight. And that's how keyboard warriors are. They don't play fair. You know, yeah, I'm making this video about it because I thought it was hilarious that they thought they were. You could see that they were getting pissed off, but I'm like, are we gonna do this now? Because all I hear is fucking blah blah blah, and then I'm gonna kick your ass. You know, you'll be my bitch, and like all this. But guess what? Still nobody's bitch right now. You know why? Because they didn't do shit. All they did was just hide behind the keyboard and think that oh man, I'm gonna ruin this guy's life. No, you gave me a lot of material, guys. So thank you, motherfuckers. But with that being said, if you're getting attacked on Facebook, yes, I probably should have let it go and just been like whatever. But I had to prove a point to them that they think that they're hot shit, but really, they ain't nothing. I got more flavor on the tissue paper on the bottom of my shoe. I got more morals in my pinky than these motherfuckers got. And it is what it is. People who's always been cunts and assholes is going to be cunts and assholes no matter what, and think that they're the ones on the right. Because the bad guy still thinks that they're a good guy in their eyes. And unfortunately, that's how the world goes. And that's what I want you guys to know. No matter what people will say about you, no matter what you've done in your past, don't let those people tell you who you are. Because they heard from somebody who I thought was a friend about all this stuff. And it turns out, guess what? She deleted me from Facebook. This girl who I thought was a friend. Guess what? I'm still alive. I'm not hurt by it. She was a fake friend. And, it is what it is. And that's the whole thing. Life is just, it is what it is. You don't want to hear it. But, like I said, assholes are going to be assholes. And it's not up to us to change people's reactions towards us. It's how we react back to them. And yes, I said what I said to them, but at the same time, I didn't open a challenge. I didn't call them, after they started calling me a pussy a while, I called them a pussy back. But, pussy's a pussy. It takes one to know one. And whatever you want to say to make yourself feel better. And that's what you got to do. You got to make yourself feel better about yourself. But don't do it by thinking that you're going to be this big bad person taking down somebody because you think, oh my God, I got all my friends. I could have told my friends about, hey, what's going on this page. And they would have been there to defend me. But guess what? I'm a grown-ass man who could take care of shit myself. And I was right where I said to fight me, and nobody showed up. With that being said, like I said, moral of the story is, keyboard warriors ain't shit. And you gotta learn that posting shit doesn't make you a warrior. Going out there and doing shit about what you feel strongly about, whether it's equal rights, transgender rights, LGBT rights, any rights that you feel in your soul, posting it doesn't change shit. Going out there and doing something about it changes shit. And I want you guys to remember that. Like me doing these videos. Not saying that it's, changing the world or anything, but it's changing my life. And I hope that you guys have liked it enough that I'm not changing your life, but, maybe I give you a 5-second chuckle. And that's what matters, because life is about making people laugh. Laughing makes people live longer. And honestly, if I wasn't laughing by doing this, like I said, I don't know if I would be here. So thank you from the bottom of my fucking heart. Thank you everybody who has supported me throughout this. And, just keep it going. Let's get it up to 100 subscribers. And after that, we're going to have another Q&A. I might take my hat off for the first time in this video. I don't know. But it's up to you guys. Let's get us up to 100 subscribers. You know what I always say. I'm just going to end it now. Stay classy, motherfuckers.